Welcome children, take out your geography book, Natural Regions of the World. Today's topic is Cold Desert Tundra Location. The tundra lies beyond the Arctic Circle 66.30 north in the northern hemisphere. There is no tundra region in the southern hemisphere. Now, where this tundra region lies? The tundra region lies beyond the Arctic Circle, that is 66.30 north in the northern hemisphere, and there is no tundra region in the southern hemisphere. The following areas are included in the tundra. Now, which areas are included in the tundra region? That is North America. Northern coastal regions of Alaska and Canada are also the group of islands located nearby the coastal fringe of Greenland. Now in North America, which part? That is northern coastal regions of Alaska and Greenland, and even the group of islands which are located nearly and the coastal fringe of Greenland occupy the tundra region. Then Europe, northern Scandinavia island, northern coastal region of European Russia. Now in Europe, which part occupy? That is northern Scandinavia island, then northern coastal region of European Russia. Now Asia, northern coastal region of now Asia, what happens? Northern coastal regions of Siberia. Climate. Temperature. The characteristic feature of tundra climate is very low mean annual temperature. Now characteristic feature of temperate climate, that is very low and have mean annual temperature. Temperature are below freezing point, which comes down to as low as -40. Now temperature here, it goes below the freezing point, that is it comes down to as low as -40 degrees Celsius in for 8 months of the year. The warmest month of June has a temperature which seldom rises beyond 10 degrees Celsius. Now warmest month, that is June, it has a temperature which hardly rises beyond 10 degrees Celsius. Winters are long periods of darkness and last for 8 to 9 months. There is a faint light. Now winters, they are long period of winters, that means it is a long period of darkness and it lasts for 8 to 9 months, and very faint light is occupies here are seen during this time. Summers are cool and short. They last only for about 2 to 3 months, and the temperature may vary between 2 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius. Now summers here, during this time the summers are very cool and short, and they last only for 2 to 3 months, and the temperature this varies from 2 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius. Now although during summer the area is blessed with continuous sunlight, and the sun hardly comes up in the horizon. Now although during summer what happens, the area it is blessed with this continuous sunlight, but the sun hardly comes up beyond the horizon. The brilliant aurora displays are the main attraction of this, and the main attraction of this region is the brilliant aurora displays. They occur when charged particles from the sun interact with gases in the Earth's atmosphere. Now when it is seen, when the charged particles from the sun it gets interact with the gases in the Earth's atmosphere. Aurora borealis are seen only in latitudes beyond 65 degrees in both the and aurora borealis, when they are seen in the latitudes which is beyond 65 degrees in both the hemisphere. Now precipitation. Rainfall is very scanty, usually below 25 centimeter annually. Now here rainfall is very less, that means usually annual rainfall occurs here below 25 centimeter. Evaporation is also very little due to low temperature. The polar region, being a region of high pressure, does not favor precipitation. Now evaporation, here the evaporation is also very less due to very low temperature. The polar region, this has a region of high pressure and it doesn't favor the precipitation. Then number 3, that is most of the rain is cyclonic in origin and brought by westerly, which are strongest in winter. Now here most of the rain it is cyclonic in origin, and these rains are brought by the westerlies, which are the strongest, remain strong during the winter. Snowfall in winter and it does not melt due to the severe cold. Now during winter what happens? Snowfall occurs and doesn't melt because of severe cold. Natural vegetation. The vegetation here is sparse as the ground remains frozen throughout the. Now vegetation here what is very less, and because the ground what happened? Ground remains frozen throughout the year. Most of the Arctic plants are hardy and perennial. Now most of the Arctic plants what are? This is too hardy and perennial. The vegetation mostly consists of mosses and lichens, as they can withstand freezing temperature. Now vegetation, mostly what it consists of? It consists of mosses and lichens because it can withstand freezing temperature. The types of vegetation are seen here. Now 3 types of vegetation are seen here. First is bush tundra, that it consists of alders, beeches and willows. What it consists of? That is alders, beeches and willows. Then grass tundra, that includes special types of grasses, namely moss, lichen and sage. And now what grass tundra contains? It includes specific types of grasses, that is namely mosses, lichens and sage. Now flowering plant, the sudden appear and die down the short period. Poppies, lilies, buttercups and violets are most common. Now these flowering plants suddenly they appear and then die down for a short period, that is poppies, lilies, buttercups and violets are most common here. Human adaptation in polar tundra. The life in the tundra is very difficult. The harsh and extreme cold climate is unattractive to man. Now, life of tundra, it is very difficult because this harsh cold climate, it is very unattractive to man. The average density of population is less than 1 person per kilometer. Now, average density of population here is in 1 kilometer only 1 person is found. People live nomadic life. They migrate to north during the summer. Now, people what they live in the nomadic. They live a nomadic life, and during summer they migrate to north during the summer season, and to the south during winter, and they migrate to the south during the winter season. The activities and living condition of the people are directly controlled by the nature, and activities and living condition of the people, they are controlled by the natural environment. Due to extreme cold and snow covered land, the people make two types of houses. As the climatic condition is too harsh, that is too cold, extreme cold and snow covered land, what happens? People they make two types of houses. In summer they live in tents made of rendered skin fitted to window frames, wooden frames. During summer what they make? They make tents made of rendered skins and fitted to wooden frames. In this type of homes are called tupiks. And what are these types of home called? They are called the tupik. During winter they cut their houses into ice blocks. The houses are generally dome shaped, have a small passage to enter, and the interiors are lined with sealskin. Such houses are called igloos. Now during the winter season they make houses with the ice block. The houses generally they are dome shaped, and they have small passage to enter into the interior and are lined with sealskins. Such type of houses are called the igloos. The dress of the Eskimos, Yakuts and Laps are made of skins. And the Eskimos, what they wear? Eskimos, Yakuts and Laps, they wear dresses made of reindeer skins, caribou and polar bear. They wear seal skin gloves and comics in feet. Now, in gloves they use made of seal skin, and comics they wear in feet. Both men and women dress like, except that female dresses has a pocket with a black side to carry a baby and in called amount. Now both men and women what they wear, their dresses are same, but the female dress they have a pocket, they consist of a pocket in the back side and to carry the babies, and it's called the ornament. The chief occupation of the tundra people are, now what is the main occupation of the people living in tundra region? That is hunting and fishing. That means main occupation of the tundra people, that is hunting and fishing. Reindeer and caribou are the examples of are the main hunted animal. Now they mainly hunt reindeer and caribou. The animals are hunted for food and clothing. Now why are the animals hunted? They hunt the animal to get food and clothing. Hunting is generally done during summer. Now during summer they do the hunting. The meat is fried, smoked or frozen, or stored for the winter. Now meat, they fry the meat, smoked or frozen, and then stored for winter. During winter, hunting is done mainly for seal, walrus and whale. Now during winter, hunting is done mainly, that is for seal, walrus and whale. People use harpoons for such hunting. Now for hunting, their hunting weapons are harpoons. They also hunt polar bear, beaver, fox and mink for fur and meat. Even they hunt polar bear, beaver, fox and mink for fur and meat. For trading has become one of the most profitable occupation of the tundra people. Now for trading, for the tundra people mostly are engaged in the trading of fur. Because it's a very profitable occupation. The Hudson Bay Company of Canada is one of the famous fur trading companies in the world, and the Hudson Bay Company of Canada. What is it? It is a very famous trading company on the world. The food primarily comes from the hunted animal, and primarily they get the food from the hunted animal. People generally eat raw, unboiled meat because of the difficulty of cooking. And these people, what they eat? They eat raw, unboiled meat because it is very difficult for cooking in such a harsh weather condition. But some advanced Eskimos have started eating cooked meat and trading of furs for tea, coffee, wine and flour, etc. But some advanced Eskimos, what they have started eating cooked food, cooked meat, that is, and do trading of furs for tea, coffee, wine and flour, etc. Now take out your geography book, right? Natural regions of the world, topic cold desert, tundra, explain, homework, revise it. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.